So here we are, the Open is over. This video should be coming out the last Monday of the Open, and your opportunity to get your scores in. And we're gonna talk about kind of being able to transition some of these weak points that you had during the Open. Hopefully last week you sat down, you went over some bright spots, you went over those pain points. Now, how do we train these? So what we wanna look at is what skills blocked you, whether that was a gymnastics skill, a barbell skill, it doesn't matter what it is. A lot of times we see people who are weak in an area, instead of going from practice to training, they jump right to training. So the difference between the two is practice is no fatigue or low fatigue, okay? It's very controlled. You can think through it. You can pay attention to your motion. You're not worried about your speed. You're not worried about your intensity, all right? It's low intensity for the most part, okay? And we're not gonna have that breakdown in form because you're gonna be fully recovered hopefully every time. Training is where fatigue comes in, and we're trying to build on the foundation of that skill so we can have a greater capacity to do it under stress, okay? And that stress could be, holy smokes, I'm breathing so hard, can I still do this? It could be, hey, muscular endurance, stamina, things of those natures. There's different things of that nature. We can talk about it different ways. But we see so many people like, hey, I didn't get chest to bar pull-ups, so I'm gonna do chest to bar pull-ups every day hard, tired. And that's not necessarily gonna help you. For most of us, we have to practice this in a non-fatigue state and build tolerance for it. So what we can look at is kind of a way to build towards that training instead of just kind of guesstimating. And it's just something simple. It's called progressive overload. If you're in the training world, this is how you get better. I'm just very impressed I can spell and talk at the same time. So progressive overload, that is how you get better. So your body's gonna adapt to a stimulus, but if you don't change the stimulus, your body won't get better, just gets used to it. So anyone that's ever worked construction, maybe in high school, college, if you do it now, that first summer where you work construction, you get muscles, you feel good, you're getting stronger, your body gets used to it, and then you look around and there's all these people with, you know, not in great shape necessarily doing it because your body adapts and gets used to it. So for progressive overload, we're gonna look at total volume. So volume for us, we can look at something as simple as reps times sets. And if there is a load to it, then we have to actually add in that load. Whoops, AD, all right? Because with progressive overload, we wanna get to the point where here we are, this is time, this is volume. We slowly increase that volume, that load, right? Reps, sets, load, wherever it happens to be. So imagine like pull-ups, toes to bar versus cleans or front squats over time. And now it's not gonna be a straight line because there should be points where you kind of chill on it so that way you can get some compensation, or no, excuse me, not compensation, adaptation and get better to it, and then we can come back in. This might seem like an extreme way to look at things, but this is what you really have to do. So if you want to get better, you have to kind of map out these things, all right? Physical therapists do, really good trainers do, really good coaches. They look at these volume waves to make sure we're going from practicing to training to testing over time. Now, next week, we're gonna do another video talking about how we can do this with the typical movements people have a hard time with and ways you can set it up, especially if in the CrossFit world, usually you have exercise ADD, so you don't get bored with this long-term plan of progressive overload, but a simple way you can map it out, make it fun, and make it kind of fit into your time constraints of your day. All right, hopefully this helps you out, makes you think about things differently. If you're one of those people where strength was a problem or skill in Olympic weightlifting, structurestrength.com, you can see the link in the description below. We are starting a new cycle. Hopefully when this video comes out, it's on Monday. We're gonna be going into a new cycle, building up our strength, building up our tolerance for these positions that maybe smoked you in the Open. All right, share, comment, love to hear how you guys do.